For today's use case, we are going to try to generate a professional brochure using Microsoft Copilot and then the Preface software. In this example, imagine that I work at Zebra Technologies. It's a company that does a bunch of things, including hardware and RFID printers specifically, as you can see on this page. So I open my Microsoft Copilot account, dropped a prompt asking to make a 3-pager brochure that is on brand for a VP of Ops at a logistics company that will use my RFID printer. So it came up with a few options and details about the pages that it's putting together. So I had to scroll down, and I even see a table of main impact that the products are doing for this business, which is great, and came up with a few outcomes. I had to select that I want a brochure. I detailed that I want a US format, a PDF format, and it came up with version number 1, which looks like the following: just blue, black and white text, just very, very simplistic. So I realized that I have to prompt it a little bit more. I asked it for more visuals, something that looks more on brand. I dropped the website again. It asked me for selecting between both options in there. I opted for the first one, making some polished visuals and branded PDF. And then it asked me for the logo. So what I did is I went on the website, I pulled the SVG file, uploaded it into Copilot, and it came up with version number 2 in here. So the logo has been loaded. However, the layout has changed. It's now completely black and white. So as you can imagine, I'm never going to share this with a prospect, or I'm never going to use that for a marketing campaign. So I kept going, trying it a little bit more, asking for visuals, font, looking at the brand design, make it look like it's a designer that made this document. So it spit out a bunch of details that honestly I don't really know much about. Asked me for different versions of design. I picked option number 1, clean and corporate, and then it came up with even more things I had to select. I said, please, yes, include images. I was hoping it would give me something right away, but I had to wait a little bit more. I just said I don't have images, and then it asked me, do you want a placeholder text? So to which I respond, no, just proceed without images. I don't want to have to worry about downloading and uploading the right pictures. So just get me something. So then it asked for more selections. I had to select this. Again, I'm not really an expert in design. So it asked me then halfway, do you want me to proceed again? I said yes. As you can see, the process is quite frustrating. It came up with an outcome as if there was a PDF in there, but I had to prompt it again, please give me a PDF. So finally I got what I wanted, a PDF that I thought would be great. You will notice this is the final version after all of these iterations. The logo completely disappeared. There has been absolutely no progress. That is good enough. In fact, it's even worse than my previous version, I feel like. So I started becoming frustrated. I said, you know what, I'm just going to use Preface. What I'm doing is I'm dropping the exact same prompt as Microsoft Copilot. I'm dropping the website URL, putting it a template name, generate a template, wait about 1.5 minutes, and then it came up with 2 different variants. So what I did is I opened one of the chats. I picked the template that I like the most, which in this case was this one. The Preface interface loads automatically the content. You will notice this is just a no-brainer. It's a game-changing solution already. I can tell if I was relying on Microsoft Copilot, I will just not go anywhere, as you can see. So there is a lot of nice visuals. It looked already pretty professional, pretty on brand, pretty modern. It's just a different level of conversation I'm having right now. I can now ask for maybe a picture. So either I do a prompt, either if I load some of the printers maybe that I want, I just select it from my library. I drag and drop. It's very easy. I don't need to really be an expert. I can literally do my design like this. Scroll down, I like page number 1. We have different options in there. I'd like to get an icon in here, so we have a quick edit option that allows me to just make a change to a specific section and give it a prompt for the change. So please add a printer icon, apply, just wait a few seconds, it should be pretty quick in here, and hopefully it's coming up with an icon that is good for me. So yeah, happy with that. Other things I realize also here, I'd like some little icons that are relevant. So again, I could either use the prompt in there for making a wider change to the document, or I use the selection directly in here in the screen and I ask it for adding some icons, add relevant icons relevant to each paragraph. Very simple, very straightforward, super easy there. So again, it's a matter of waiting probably 10 seconds or so. It reads the content, it understands what I just asked, and it comes out with the icons that I was asking for. So again, you realize this is fine-tuning, this is already being picky with the details, which is what I want to do. I don't want to have to fight with any LLMs on having to explain the basis of what I want. I want to refine it. I want to make it ready to show to a client. Here, I'm very happy with the outcomes. I trust the information. It's based on my knowledge base and my case, so we can upload a lot of that in Preface, and it comes up with something that is extremely relevant. From there, I can either generate a link that I share with anybody, or I can even download a PDF and share that with my prospect, or use it for any marketing campaign, any prospecting activity also, for example. So a summary in here. Left side, Microsoft Copilot, extremely simple. I think I could have done a better job even using Word and doing all of it manually. So not really mind-blowing. And on the right-hand side, this is Preface. So very professional, very easy to get the design that I want. It's a no-brainer. This is professional. This took me only a few minutes. I'm very happy with it, and I'm going to be using it for my prospect, which is excellent. So if you're interested, super easy, go to getpreface.io, go on the main landing page. You can make yourself a free trial. Just click this button. It will take you literally a few seconds. Just enter a couple of details and you will have access to a 10-day trial account. You can experiment as much as you want. It's unlimited credit, unlimited attempts. There is no better way to judge it by yourself. So go in there and give us some feedback.